18th of April in 75. Hardly a man is now alive who remembers that famous day and year.
He said, his friend, if the British march by land or sea from town to night, hang a lantern aloft in the belfry arch to the North Church Tower as a signal light. One if by land, two if by sea, and I on the opposite shore will be, ready to ride and spread the alarm through every Middlesex village and farm, to the country folk, to grab and to arm.
Then he said, "Good night," and with a muffled door, silently rode to the Charlestown shore. Just as the moon rose over the bay, where swinging wide at her moorings lay the Somerset, British man of war, a phantom ship with each mast and spar across the moon like a prison bar, and a huge black hole that was magnified by its own reflection in the tide.
Meanwhile his friend, through all the street, wanders and watches with eager ears, till in the silence around him he hears the muster of men at the barrack door, the sound of arms, the tramp of feet, and the measured tread of the grenadiers, marching down to their boats on the shore.
Then he climbed to the tower of the Old North Church, up the wooden stairs with stealthy tread, to the belfry chamber overhead, where he startled the pigeons from their perch on the somber rafters that round him made masses and moving shapes of shade, by the trembling ladder, steep and tall, to the highest window in the wall, where he paused to listen and look down a moment on the roofs of the town, and the moonlight flowing over all.
Beneath, in the churchyard, lay the dead, in their night encanted on the hill, wrapped in the silence so deep and still that he could hear, like a sentinel street, the watchful night wind as it went, creeping along from tent to tent, and seeming to whisper, "All is well." A moment only he feels the spell of the place and the hour and the secret dread on the lonely belfry and the death, for suddenly all his thoughts have bent on a shadowy something far away, where the river widens to meet the bay, a line of black that bends and floats on a rising tide like a bridge of boats.
Meanwhile, impatient to mount and ride, booted and spurred with a heavy stride, on the opposite shore watched Paul Revere. Now he patted his horse aside, now gazed on the landscape far and near, then impetuous stamped the earth, then turned and tightened his saddle. But mostly he watched with eager search the belfry chamber of the Old North Church, as it rose above the graves of the hill, lonely and spectral and somber and still. And lo, as he looks upon the belfry's height, a glimmer and then a gleam of light, he springs to the saddle, the bridle he turns, but lingers and gazes, till full on his sights a second lamp in the belfry burns.
You know the rest, in the books you have read, how the British regulars fired and fled, how the farmers gave and bowed from ball, from behind each fence and a farmyard wall, chasing the redcoats down the lane, then crossing the fields to emerge again, under the trees and at the turn of the road, only pausing to ford and load.
And so through the night rode Paul Revere, and so through the night went his cry of alarm, through every Middlesex village and farm, a cry of defiance and not of fear, a voice in the darkness, a knock at the door, and a word that shall echo forevermore. For, born on the night wind of the past, through all our history to the last, in the hour of darkness and peril and need, the people will waken to listen and hear the hurrying hoofbeats of that steed, and the midnight message